Okay, next thing we're going to do is we're going to make a sauerkraut. And it's going to be 1.5 heads of cabbage, some garlic, salt, and kale. That's it. And this is the juice from my sauerkraut that I made before. It's classes that I took from Judy Mills with the GAPS program in Traverse City, Michigan. So we're going to use this as our probiotic starter culture now, which will increase the complexity of the probiotic biome as it goes by. So if I keep using the same juices, the probiotic nature should get more and more complex, because every food that comes in will have its own set of species on it. It will interact with the species in there, and who knows, might have some really good stuff growing in there. You'll eventually know by how you eat it, digest it, and how you feel. That's the end measure. Tuning in for mixing. Okay, so we've shredded up our cabbage, and I just want to kind of tilt the bowl and show you here. And what you have to do is you have to get in there and work it. I have worked that for about 4 or 5 minutes, release the juices in the lettuce, break down the cabbage, and I've got some more that we're putting kale in, and I'm going to work that, and then I'll stuff it all in the jar and put my probiotics in there, and nature does the rest. Tune back in. Okay, I'm just packing stuff down in here now. I think it's going to be really nice. It's just the green is really coming through the kale, so we're going to have kind of a white, green with a whole shades of green throughout it. So I'm just packing this all down, and then I'm going to pour in my sauerkraut juice from before. My hands are all slippery. Remember, you want all our ferments need to be anaerobic, so they got to be underwater, and that's enough right there to have driven that underwater. And I'm already getting some bubble action happening, and there's no packeted probiotic in there. This is all from juice from sauerkraut from the last batch, and we'll put that on and seal her up. Actually, what I'm going to do, because last time it bubbled right over, I'm going to take some leaves. So we make sure that this stuff stays underwater, all the material matter. So I'm going to stuff those leaves in there. And do we have those? Yes, we have these little weights. Put in. Flip that over. Everything underwater. Because if you get matter above, it tends to grow fungus, and I had this happen on the last batch, and I was able to save it in time. The fungus will ruin your batch. It can make it smell bad, taste bad. So get your material underwater. So I'm grabbing all that stuff and getting it under. And then we have some little weights to put on there. You can do this in a bowl and put a plate on it, and put a weight on top of the plate to make sure everything stays. Got these little glass weights we're going to stick on top. That'll keep everything. Last time I had a batch, this batch went off, and it came right through the bubbler and everything, so it really was active. So I got my weights in there now, so if it really starts taking off, it will all stay underwater. Seal her up. And this I probably won't taste for 4 or 5 days, because your vegetables take a lot longer, and I'll put my bubbler on there and it's done. I'll get back with you on how this kraut turned out and the salsa we made today. Good health to everybody. Do your ferments. You need those probiotics. They do so many things. Talk to you soon.